electric here in the Liacouras Center. We're just gearing up for tip-off. It's going to be Jemai Felt, versus Dylan Arnett at the tip-off circle. A lot of hyped up fans, a lot of mascots as well. We saw them roaming around. For the anthem, actually, the Delaware Blue Hens, both of their mascots, Little Baby Blue and their actual mascot, stood right next to me. That was pretty funny. But we're just gearing up here for some first half action. Looks like they're waiting at the scorer's table. And just keep going on about this Temple team. Babatunde Duradola, ever since he's come off the bench, does still average the most minutes from a forward for this Temple squad, but they have been overall a lot more successful, as you were just saying.
Yeah, and that's always a big key, is having someone come off the bench whenever starters get tired. Duradola has played that spot perfectly and has been a big help for Adam Fisher.
So Arnett wins the tip. It goes out of bounds, so Temple's going to start with possession. And we are off here at the Liacouras Center.
Temple's basketball.
Tobias in the inbound. Temple layered at the top of the key. This one gets up to Mason. Mason just at the logo, shifting to his left. Mason looking for a screen, quickly double teamed by two North Texas players. It's what they do a lot. They're very scrappy. They'll get in your face, as Tobias now has it at the top of the key. Shifts to his right, screen from Felt to his left. Tobias with some pressure, gets it off to Ford. Ford takes a shot clock buzzes. And that's a shot clock violation. Early, good start there for the North Texas defense.
I mean, Daniel Robinson has to be ecstatic with that first defensive possession. I mean, the Owls had nowhere to go offensively, just swarmed by black jerseys all across the court.
So now it is North Texas. This is Robinson passing around the three-point line. Now to the left side was Franklin. Down low to Arnett. Arnett in the paint, spins, right hand hook. No good. Rebound by Felt.
Good job by Felt to stay on his feet, not get faked with the pump fake.
So now Griffiths, top of the key. Griffiths drives in. Griffiths absorbs, gets it out to Mason, who was in the left corner. Mason off to Tobiasen. Now this one to Mason at the top of the key. Tobiasen fakes the three-pointer, drives inside. By the right hash, gets it stripped away. Jemai Felt has it, gives it off to Mason. Mason, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Mason stripped away. Going the other way, now it's North Texas. And the layup, no good. Good defense by Griffiths. And possession stays with North Texas. That left-hand lay attempted by Terrell Jr.
I mean, that's already 2 turnovers in the first 2 possessions. For an Owls team that only averages 9 a game, this is not a great start for them offensively.
Inbound pass here from Terrell. Gets out to Arnett. Arnett finds Stevenson, and this one back to Terrell Jr. Arnett now at the top of the key. Gives it off to Stevenson. Stevenson down low to Arnett Jr. from the right side. Gets it up and in off the backboard. First 2 points of the game for either squad. Scored by Dylan Arnett. So now Jordan Mason taking it up for Temple. Just crossing half-court line. Standing at the logo. Felt, screen to his right. Mason has it still. Trying to look for an option, gets it out to Griffiths. Griffiths above the three-point line, right by the logo, gives it off to Tobiasen. Tobiasen driving it on the right side, kicks. Three-pointer here from Ford. That one's good. Nothing but net from Darian Ford. First 3 points of the game for the Owls.
And a great swing pass by Eddie Tobiasen to find Ford in the corner. Beautiful connection between those two.
So now it's Franklin. Right side of the three-point line, gives it off to Arnett, back to Franklin. This one gets to Terrell Jr. Terrell Jr. to Stevenson. Stevenson behind the back. Working to Terrell Jr. on the right side of the three-point line, and he shifts to the top of the key. Off to Arnett. This one, Stevenson. Stevenson has to chuck one up. Shot clock winding down. It goes out of bounds, and Gavin Griffiths did not touch it, so Temple gets possession.
Yeah,
good defense from Temple so far.
Amazing defense there. Jashawn Stevenson did not feel too comfortable on that shot. A little bit rushed. That's why it went a little bit short, out of bounds to Temple.
So now Tobiasen taking this one up for the Owls. North Texas establishing a little bit of a press here so far. Look like they're in a zone. So now Griffiths has it against Arnett. Griffiths at the top of the key, gets it down low to Fell. Pass a little bit in front of him. So another turnover.
That's the 3rd team turnover already for this Owls team. And Gavin Griffiths, he saw the lane. I saw the lane for him. Jamal Fell was there in the post, just a pass a little bit off target.
So now it is North Texas moving up. It's Terrell Jr. Gets it off to Robinson. Robinson, son of the coach. He gets it to Arnett, and this one over to Terrell. Terrell Jr. Working against Mason, he gets this one down low once again to Robinson. Robinson posts up here against Darian Ford to the left side. Robinson gets it up, no good. Rebound by Jemai Felt, very aggressive. This one passed up to Ford. This one to Griffiths. Griffiths, three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebound by Jemai Felt, gets it to Gavin Griffiths. The one thing that this North Texas team does not do well is good on the defensive glass. They rank last in the AAC in that category. Tobiasen driving in from the three-point line, gets fouled by Robinson.
I mean, great take by Tobiasen, but go back to the offensive rebound. Crucial by Jemai Felt.
Yes.
Fighting over a North Texas player. I mean, beautiful to at least give Temple a chance at a second chance.
Worst in team defensive rebounds. They average 22.5 per game. They are the North Texas Mean Green. And this is a huge opportunity for Temple. Tobiasen at the line to shoot 2. And he misses his first. Tobiasen, 15.1 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and just a little over 2 assists per game. Shoots 82% from the charity stripe. But last game was one of his worst. He shot 1 for 12 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3, looking for a bounce-back game here against the Mean Green. Ready to shoot his second, and he knocks it down. So gets 1 of 2 as a couple substitutions come in here for North Texas. Buddy Hammer Jr. gets into this game, and as he was shooting the first free throw for Tobiasen, Babatunde Duradola came in the game for the Temple Owls.
Yeah, Buddy Hammer Jr. coming off the career-high 9 points Thursday night against Memphis.
So now Terrell Jr. has it down in the mid-range, gets it down low to Arnett, posts it up on the right side. Arnett spins, turns, gets it up and good. Nice little floater there from Arnett.
Beautiful post work.
Beautiful.
Just love to see him right-hand finishing. Nothing Felt can do about that one.
So now it's Ford, gets it off to Duradola. Duradola back to Ford. Ford at the top of the key. Ford drifting to his right, gets it off to Tobiasen. Tobiasen drifting to the left with the right hand layup and in.
And what's not going to get noted there is Jemai Felt screening his defender out of the way to leave Tobiasen a clear open lane for the layup.
So now it's Terrell Jr. at the top of the key, working against Ford. Terrell Jr. drifting to the right elbow. Gets it stripped, but he gets it back. Good heads-up play there by Gilliard, who just checked in the game for the Owls. This one gets up to Arnett, standing at the logo. Over to Stevenson. Stevenson driving inside, kicks out. Three-pointer attempts here, no good. Rebound by Griffiths. That was shot by Cole Franklin. So Ford has it for the Owls. Gets it up to Griffiths, standing at the logo, guarded by Hammer Jr. He finds Ford. Ford running the offense now for the Owls. Ford screened by Duradola. Ford finds Griffiths. Griffiths, right elbow 3. That one, no good. Off the front iron. Rebound by Hammer Jr. So now it's North Texas. Working around the perimeter here. Terrell gets blocked there by Gavin Griffiths as he was moving in for the mid-range, but a foul called on the floor. So that's going to be our first media timeout of the game. North Texas defense giving Temple some issues, but Temple still has the lead, up by 2, 6-4. With just a little over 5 minutes down. Electric atmosphere here at the Liacouras Center coming out of break, but especially electric is this Temple defense right now, really shutting down this Mean Green offense.
Yeah, Mean Green only was shooting 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, so can't get any shots off that they feel comfortable with. On the other side, though, that North Texas defense already has forced 3 Temple turnovers. Remind you, they only average 9 per game on the season.
So now Buddy Hammer with the inbound gets it out to Arnett. And now this one up to Terrell Jr., who working beyond the three-point line, gets it off to Stevenson. Stevenson to Hammer, and a travel violation called on Stevenson. So Temple ball.
First turnover forced by the Owls today.
So now Temple going to work. Gilliard gets it in for Jordan Mason. Mason just checked back into this game post-media timeout, and also Jemai Felt back into the game for the Owls. Felt has it, top of the key, off to Tobiasen. Tobiasen finds Mason. Mason screened by Felt. This one to Tobiasen. Tobiasen pump fakes, moving inside, drifting. Nothing to go there. Jordan Mason now to the left side, spinning around, gets back up to the three-point line. Mason cuts in. Mason kicks out. Tobiasen, three-pointer from the right side. That's all good.
A much-needed confidence basket for Aiden Tobiasen. Shot 1 of 12 on Wednesday night at Tulane.
What a shot from Tobiasen. Great ball movement from the Owls, breaking down this Mean Green defense. And now Mean Green trying to respond. It's Terrell. Terrell Jr. at the top, drifting to his right. Gets it off to Arnett. Arnett back to Terrell Jr. Jr. getting into the mid-range. Off to Arnett. Arnett working on Jemai Felt. Arnett, right-hand layup, good. Off the glass.
A little bully ball by Arnett there, driving in, getting to his spot, finishing with the right hand once again.
Arnett, all 6 points here for the North Texas Mean Green so far. It's Jordan Mason at the logo. Standing right on the Temple tee. Felt coming to help with the screen to his left side. Mason gets it stripped away. Stevenson moving the other way. Griffiths right next to him. Griffiths, good defense, but Stevenson with the contact layup. North Texas down by 1.
And a great decision by Deshaun Stevenson. Ford did not see the double team coming. Really could not protect the ball. Another turnover for the Owls early on.
Screen here by Felt as Tobiasen drifts into the mid-range, kicks it out to Mason. Mason guarded here by Terrell Jr. On the left side, gets it off to Tobiasen. Gilliard in the left corner. Gilliard drifting inside, looking for Felt underneath. Felt absorbs the contact. It gets the and one. Good bucket, Jemai Felt.
And Messiah Gilliard went baseline, saw Felt down low. Nice little bounce pass, avoiding the defense. And Jemai Felt with contact. He's having a great start so far, defensively and offensively.
Messiah Gilliard kind of have seen his role increase throughout the season for this Temple team, and as they've kept winning, he's been playing well. A really good role player for this Temple squad throughout the past couple of games, as Felt prepares to take his first and only, and does not knock it down. Rebound by Hammer Jr. So now it's Stinson, who was subbed on during the celebration. Stinson running the point here, guarded by Mason, out to Arnett. Arnett finds Horton. Horton down low to Arnett. Arnett, no good. Rebound by Tobiasen.
Arnett, that time with the right hook, could not get it to go.
Tobiasen working on Arnett. Kind of loses the ball a little bit on the right elbow and gets it up to Mason and back to Tobiasen. Tobiasen calling an ISO here against Arnett. Tobiasen working in the mid-range, spins. Help comes. Tobiasen looks for Gilliard, almost causes another turnover. This one back to Tobiasen, right corner three. That one's no good. Rebound by Stinson. Stinson Jr. now slowing the pace here for the Mean Green. Mean Green down by 3. 11-8 the score. Temple has the lead. Horton now guarded here by Ford, drifting to his right. Gets it out to Arnett above the three-point line. Arnett looks down low. Nice pass. This one in the corner. Three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebound by Hammer Jr. Now inside. Arnett, right hand. No good. And a foul called. Looks like that one's going to be on the offensive.
Yeah, Buddy Hammer Jr. a little bit too feisty, going over the back of a Temple player.
So that's going to be another media timeout. Temple up 11-8. 11:38 to go. We'll be back. Good start here at the Temple Owls here at the Leah Corus Center. It's 11-8 with 11:38 to play. And right now, Temple's shooting 57% from the field. Quite successful so far from the Owls.
Yeah, but that does not come without some turnovers, untimely turnovers. I mean, they are still up 11-8, but this Mean Green team with this little half-court, full-court mix of pressure they've been giving to Temple has really showed some minor problems for this Owls offense.
So Gilliard gets it into Mason. Little zone press applied here from North Texas. Temple breaks it pretty easily.
North Texas still in the zone.
So Gilliard has it. Working here at the top of the perimeter against this zone. Now it's Griffiths to Ford. Ford now to Gilliard on the left side. Still above the three-point line. Jordan Mason now working at the top of the key. 2 seconds to go. Takes the mid-range jumper. That one's no good. Bunch of black jerseys there to grab the rebound.
That is not a great offensive position from Temple there. No one penetrated that zone. Took a wild shot.
Mo Keita now getting minutes here for the Temple Owls, just newly subbed on. Is now working here against Robinson. North Texas on the offensive. Robinson now underneath, working here against Mo Keita. That one blocked. And a traveling violation was called previous to the block. Nice defense there by the big man, Mo Kita.
Yeah, absolutely. One, forced a turnover, but two, even if there was no travel call, that shot was getting sent a couple rows back.
So now still in this zone press is North Texas, just kind of volleying it back and forth was Gilliard and Mason. Now Mason has it at the logo. This one to Ford, back to Mason. Mason gets it over to Gilliard in the left corner. Three, no good. Rebound snagged there by E.J. Horton.
But that's a great look. Gilliard from the corner, you're not going to get a lot of better looks than that, especially in his zone defense.
Horton tried to drive against Mokita into the interior and was fouled. He takes a tumble on the floor, but that one's going to be on the foul will be on the floor. Excuse me. Tobias now checking back into this game for Gilliard, so it's the starters now including Mokita. As this pass in the inbound gets out to Horton. Horton driving here against Tobiasen. Horton, the left-hand layup. That one off the iron, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Temple gets it.
Mokita fighting for it.
Scrappy player. Is now Jordan Mason. Works here beyond the three-point line. Mason driving into the right side. Turns out, gives it out to Tobiasen. Tobiasen bobbles it, and fighting for it is North Texas. Foul called.
Yeah, that pass from Mason, just a little bit rushed. Tobiasen never could really get a handle of it, and that's going to be another Temple turnover, yes.
So just under halfway through this first half, Temple up 11-8. Super low scoring so far between these two teams. It's been just pure defense.
Yep, and even with how Temple has played with 5 turnovers already in the first half, still midway through the first half, they got to be at least content with being up in this game.
So Robinson gives it off to Crosby. North Texas with possession. Robinson at the top of the key. He gets it over to Franklin. Franklin driving here against Mason. Franklin spins to the right-hand layup. Good. Nice little float shot there by Franklin.
Yep, and that was good defense without fouling from Temple, but sometimes better offense.
I'm going to correct myself. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. That was Curtis Stinson with the right-hand floater, not Franklin. So now Mason gets it off to Ford, and now it's Gavin Griffiths. Griffiths to Tobiasen, working here at the three-point line. Mason, guarded here by Stinson. Griffiths to Tobiasen. Tobiasen, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by North Texas. Stinson moving up. Stinson moving with speed, gives it off. Corner three here from North Texas. That's Watson. Watson, that one goes through. Rim, backboard, and then in.
I mean, if there was ever a shot that was the definition of shooter's touch, it is that.
Scoring drought for the last 4 minutes here for the Owls, trying to find that buzz that they started the quarter with, they started the half with. So now it's Tobiasen. Tobiasen to Ford. Ford working along the right, gives it off to Tobiasen. Tobiasen has Griffiths open. Oh, Griffiths, corner three. That one in and out. No good. Displeasure to the Temple Owls fans. Stinson now working here for North Texas. Stinson curls, gives it off to Watson. Watson with his length gets it underneath to Robinson. Robinson, physical play, foul called. Travel violation.
Again, Mokita down there playing very tough defense. But for this Temple Owls offense, they are getting good looks. They are beating this zone, finding open looks. That was Griffiths in the corner the last time, just rimmed out. These shots got to start falling at some point.
So the traveling violation, the inbound pass from Tobiasen, and he gets it back from Ford. Tobiasen moving to the right, trying to break past this kind of like a zone press that North Texas, they ran this early as well against Memphis. It did give them a little bit of success with the turnovers. Now it's Ford drifting to his right. Ford, left-hand floater, good. Beautiful shot there from Darian Ford, who leads Temple scoring. So now it's Arnett working this one over to Horton. Good ball movement here from North Texas. This one gets back up to Arnett at the top of the key. Arnett gives it off. Looked like a little travel violation, but good defense played there by Babatunde Duradola on the layup. As now Darian Ford has it. Ford drifts in. Ford drifts into the mid-range, gives it off to Gilliard. Gilliard bounces in, looking for Tobiasen in the corner, gives it off to Ford. One more to Griffiths. Griffiths, three-pointer. That one off iron. Rebound by Horton. Horton moving with speed in transition. Horton trying to blow past Ford. He gets up blocked by Griffiths.
They're going to count it.
But they're going to
Griffiths
count
got there
it.
just a little bit too late. I appreciate the effort coming off a missed shot.
So the basket does count. North Texas takes the lead. 7:15 to play here in half number one. 15-13 in favor of North Texas.
Bro, I need a fucking heal. Where's payload?
Atmosphere electric here in the Liacouras Center. Mascots throwing out some shirts for the fans. But right now, Temple kind of in a little bit of a slump. One of their last 7 from the field. Josh, what do you think Temple has to do to get back into it?
Yeah, it all started with this North Texas defense. Went into a little zone action, bringing full court pressure as well. Has limited Temple's ability to get open looks. Still, though, they found the ability to break the zone. I feel like after that Darian Ford little floater last possession, they are going to found their way through this North Texas defense.
So now this North Texas defense working to a little bit of, they've kind of dropped the press a little bit. Tobias and working it up for the Owls. Ford now has it at the top of the key, gives it off to Gilliard, back to Ford. Ford, Griffiths, Tobias in the corner. Fakes, gets it out to Griffiths. Griffiths now, Gilliard, Tobias corner blocked. Projected by Arnett, leads the team in blocks with 1 a game.
I mean, that was an amazing block by Arnett right there. Can't put any more emphasis on it.
Stuffs Tobias in the left corner. Tobias inbounding, gets it out to Ford. Screen set by Duradola. Ford now moving to his right. Ford drifts. Layup. Good. Tie game.
And I would like to see this Temple offense do more of that. It seems like they're settling a little bit too much for the outside shot. It hasn't fallen for them so far, but Darian Ford, again, getting to the basket, does what he does best.
Ford with 7, perfect from the field. So now Arnett with the mid-range floater. That one no good. Rebound by Griffiths.
He loves that little teardrop right-hander shot
does.
in the paint.
Now it's Ford working against Arnett. They switch. Good pass. Gilliard, three-pointer. Good! Great pass from Ford. Gilliard knocks it down from the left corner. Temple retakes the lead.
Yep, good. Only shooting 35% from 3 over the year. Knocks that one down from the corner. Big shot there to take the lead.
So now it is Stinson Jr. for North Texas working at the top of the key. Stinson moving to his right, drifts, looks inside for Arnett. Arnett working in the paint against Duradola. That one no good. Rebound by Ford. Great defense by Babatunde. Now it's Griffiths. Griffiths, corner. Gilliard once again, left hand. Good!
Back to back from the same spot, Messiah Gilliard. And now this Temple offense sees the shots starting to fall. This zone might not be working too much for the Mean Green anymore.
Messiah Gilliard knocking it down from the same spot, left-hand corner. Beautifully done by Temple. They're up by 6. So now it's Stinson Jr. working here for North Texas. Guarded by Ford, looks down low to Arnett. Arnett gets bumped. Three-pointer here from Crosby to respond. That one no good. And a foul on the floor against Gilliard. He was away from the play to the right side, and someone on North Texas took a tumble that looks like it was Horton.
I mean, it seems like this Mean Green offense is just going through Dylan Arnett, finding him in the post, and really just hoping he makes a little tough hook shot with his right hand. Seems like that's every shot he's been taking. He's leading the team in points so far with 11, but not very efficient at 3 of 8.
In North Texas, they kind of play their offense through runs. If they're not on a run, they kind of lose it a lot. They're very, very hot and cold throughout the game. Now a three-pointer attempted here by Stevenson to try and get them back into it. No good. Rebound by Felt. Jashawn Stevenson leads the team in scoring with 17, trying to get his team back into it when they're suffering an 8-0 run. Now it's Tobiasen. Along the three-point line. Gets it off to Gilliard, who's hit the last 6 for the Owls. Griffiths to Gilliard. Gilliard right-hand corner now. Gilliard moving inside, gets it out. Great pass forward. Three-pointer from the left side. No good. Rebound by Jemai Felt. Great offensive rebound. Second chance now for the Owls as Ford goes behind the back, drifts in. Little blocks by Arnett in the paint. Now going the other way. 2-on-1 here for North Texas. Went off to Stevenson. Messes up the layup.
And Stevenson's going to want that one back. Had it.
And an arid pass by Tobiasen. Lots to cover there in the past couple of seconds.
Sloppy basketball from both sides.
Ford rejected by Arnett. Second block of the game from Arnett. The other way on a 2-on-1, it was Terrell Jr. and Stevenson. Stevenson with the left-hand layup, no good. And then coming back the other way, it was Tobiasen looking for Felt. Passes it out of bounds. Now an inbound pass. And North Texas moving up a lot to cover.
Got to slow things down here from both sides.
No kidding. Whew, that was a lot. It's now Buddy Hammer, who just subbed in for the North Texas Mean Green, has it. Gives it off to Stevenson. Stevenson working against Tobiasen. Terrell Jr. now finds Robinson. Robinson top of the key. Off to Terrell Jr. again. Terrell Jr. working here against Griffiths. Terrell Jr. spins into the paint. Terrell Jr. with the right hand, no good. That one looked like it was tipped off of a North Texas player, and it was. Temple basketball, Temple defense.
Temple defense coming to play. Gavin Griffiths, I thought he got a little piece of that shot. Looked a little bit short.
Gilliard over to Tobiasen. Tobiasen on his side of the court, over to Gilliard. This press reapplied here by North Texas. Kind of running a 1-2-2 defense, starting in their offensive side of the court. Jordan Mason now has it for the Owls, working here at the logo. Jordan Mason to Tobiasen. Tobiasen back to Mason. Mason drifts to his left. Mason going along the baseline over to Tobiasen. Tobiasen, hand in his face, knocks it down.
I mean, a great shot by Tobiasen from the right corner, but this Owls team is taking a little bit too long to get into their sets. And that was a hand in his face, tough shot from the corner. You're not going to make that all the time.
What a tough shot by Tobiasen. Great play by Jordan Mason to walk along the baseline. North Texas trying to respond. 11-0 run here for the last 3 minutes. A 13-2 run, and now a turnover trying to go the other way. And there's a foul called. Messiah Gilliard tipped that one. The foul was on number 4, Tayshawn Stevenson. And immediate timeout. Temple, 11-0 run. 3-pointers galore here at the Liacouras Center for Hooters' birthday. We'll be back.